Hey boys, welcome back to a brand new series on Rugby League Live 4. I'm bringing back the old classic, the Young Guns career mode. I know I've started I've started a couple of career mode series recently, the Ezra and the Tom Trbojevic, just for something different to do. But honestly, as I was playing through some more of the Tom career mode, I was like, you know what, I haven't done for a while, and I think the last time I did this was a year, maybe close to like 2 years ago now, is the Young Guns career mode. It's always been, I remember when I first started it in Rugby League Live 3, it was a lot of fun. Obviously the players and faces have changed quite a bit from those days, and I don't know, it's always, every year, every couple of years, it's a perfect time to start up the Young Guns career, because there's always a fresh crop of youngsters coming through that, I mean, some in this team obviously are pretty established players, but there's always a new bunch of players. Because I had a quick look at my last Young Guns career, and there's a couple of players that were in that team that are still in this team, but for the most part, the cutoff is about, like, you know, try to do like 22 and younger, mostly younger, but you know, if they're like 22, then that's pretty much good. I didn't check everybody. There might be a couple of guys that are like 23 years old. I'm not entirely sure, but for the most part, these are all the youngsters coming through. There's obviously a couple of other guys I could have picked from, but you know, for one, I didn't want to get literally every youngster from every team, because it would make it would just be annoying to have to edit every team. But also, you know, there's no reason to have every single good player. It would make it a little bit too, I mean, easy, but also make the other teams a lot weaker. So, yeah, we've gone, you'll see more of the squad as we progress through the regular season. Obviously, just starting out in the Nines here. We'll just play the one game of the Auckland Nines just to get a little bit of the feel. One of the main guys that isn't in this, because I forgot to add him to the squad for the Nines, is Ezra Mam. Our halves are going to be Dylan Brown and Ezra. You know, I think probably the two most exciting youngsters coming through. Oh, that's a beautiful little play. Selwyn Cobbo in the corner. That was, I don't really know what happened there. Cobbo was on the inside, and then he just sort of swung around. And it looked like a little set play, but it was just sort of off the cusp. So, very nice. You know, there's other young halves. I mean, probably the main one is Sam Walker. I was tossing up between him and Ezra. Dylan Brown was obviously going to be the 5'8", but there were some other halfbacks I could have gone with, but went with Ezra. We got who's playing this one? I think it's Sullivan in the halves, or he's on the bench. So we got a little bit of depth as well. Like, I've obviously got some depth, because, you know, playing through the career, I am going to do like Origin and stuff. So if a lot of our players make Origin, we need to fill out the team. So we've got a decent sized squad. Again, not picking up every best player going around, but we've got a decent squad on our park, that's for sure. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of the fresh faces. You know, Reece Walsh at the back. It's a good forward pack. Nenai there throwing the intercept. I don't know how Katoa caught that. Just stuck the left mid out. But yeah, we got it's going to be tricky. The one position that was a little bit tougher to do this year was the dummy halves, because I mean, you know, Harry Grant is obviously young, but I think he's like 24. So he's just a little bit past the cutoff. So those guys that are like I said, 22 and younger, as we almost conceded a try just on the stroke of half time there. But the guys that are, you know, around that 22 and younger, there weren't too many. So we've gone with Jake Simpkin, and, you know, we've got, I think we've got, honestly, I can't remember. I know we have Blake Taff, who can fill in at dummy half, but I probably, you know, he's not a starting dummy half. So it's a little bit, the dummy half is a little bit weaker, as Hanlon Ueli is going to barge over and score. I think he got a bonus try as well. So, you know, we've come up with a few errors in this game, but like I said, it's just Auckland Nines just having a little bit of fun, getting some combos, getting a feel for the new team, as Moylan's going to convert. But yeah, the dummy half was the main one, because I was trying to think, like, obviously Panthers, you know, they have Sonny Luke, probably, you know, he's one of the guys coming through to take over Coruscant. But even he's like 26. Like he's not a young kid anymore. Is Suoli'i streaks away. I passed it. I thought he was going to get run down. Fidow down the sideline now. He is going to get somehow wrapped up. The Sharkies pulling out all the stops there to save that try. But yeah, there's not too many others. I mean, there's a couple of good Queensland Cup dummy halves, but yeah, it's probably the one position where there's not. There wasn't like a genuine star, I guess, at the moment. I might be forgetting someone. You know, Jayden Burrell, that I think signed with the Sharks in 2022. I don't even know how old. He's probably a little bit older as well, but he's a good young fella. Hasn't quite cracked like the NRL level, but very talented. So there's some guys. That's beautiful play. Jake Simkin through the middle, cops the high shot. Are we going to take the Cowards way and take the penalty goal? Absolutely not. We're going to go for the try. Cop a big shot. The forward pack is strong. We got a lot of guys that, you know, are genuine stars, like, you know, Fotuaika, Tino, Nanai, but, you know, got some other guys that haven't quite found their feet. You know, Ali Katoa. I know Ali Katoa was in my last Young Guns side as well. We got Otakamanu from the Tigers, who hasn't quite gone on this year. Franklin Palais in the squad. What other guys? We got some decent forwards, that's for sure. Obviously, like I said, Reece Walsh at the back throws another intercept. We got Kula. I mean, our back line is going to be pretty exciting. We got some real speed. Fidow, Kula, Suoli'i, Cobbo. Who else is in the squad? I think we got Penasini, who's also in the squad. We've got who else? There's a couple other guys as well that I can't remember. But we do have some real speed out wide, so it should be a rather exciting career mode, and that's, I don't know, it's always fun. So yeah, I sort of forgot to do the Young Guns. That's why I started the Tom Trbojevic, but obviously we're not going to continue with the Trbojevic career. We're going to continue more so with the Young Guns playthrough. I was, as soon as I remembered it, I'm like, you know what, this is what I should be doing. I love the Young Guns making the team, and hopefully, you know, we can do some good stuff as we try to snatch this game late. We're down by 3 points. We could easily score a try and win this whole thing. That's Kula straight through the middle, gets it on to Brown. Brown out to Fotuaika, not the man you want on the wing, and he is going to get wrapped up. So, you know, we showed some promise. There's definitely some good signs there. Just, you know, missed opportunities, too many errors, but hopefully guys are going to enjoy the Young Guns career. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.